In today's lesson, we'll be looking at writing essays and thinking about the marker. It is important to remember that the marker will always be as objective as possible, but always remember that the marker is not a robot and is in fact a person. As a person, they inherently have some bias, and this is what you want to try to manage. So number one, not everyone has neat handwriting, and you are definitely not marked on presentation. However, if your handwriting is difficult to read, it could affect the fluency of your essay as the marker reads it, and in turn it could lose its impact and some meaning might be lost. Words might be illegible, and this could also affect meaning. Your writing does not have to be perfect, but try your best to make sure that it can be read by another person. Remember, if you cannot read your own handwriting, it's very likely that other people can't read it either. Number two, try to ensure that what you write makes sense. This is a part of the marking criteria. Presents a logical, cohesive and well-structured response. Try to find the time to read over your work and ask yourself if it does make sense at all times. Don't spend too much time here. If you practice this enough before an exam, you shouldn't have to spend much time on this at all. But if your essay is not fluent, it will lose impact and it could lose meaning. Number three, while spelling and grammar are not marked, poor spelling and grammar could impact the marker in a negative way. If you are borderline band 5 or band 6, the marker might be more inclined to move towards the lower grade. Number four, try not to repeat yourself. Saying the same stuff using different words is something that I've seen a lot over the years. It might feel like you have written a lot, but in fact, you have written very little in the marker's eyes. This is where an effective introduction is important, as it will help guide you through your essay composition. The next thing to remember is to explain everything. You need to think of the marker as a person who doesn't know a thing about your topic, and as somebody who does not believe your story. So you need to tell them everything you can and provide as many details as possible. Dates and names are vital, and evidence is crucial. If you make a claim, try to use a historian or historians to support it. Try not to make general statements like people didn't like this person's actions and rebelled. You need to make sure that you explained who that person was, what their actions were, when and where the people rebelled, and what they actually did to rebel.